broke into a downtown business. Their 13-year-old Tarboro girl is still missing as authorities say she left her school with her 20-year-old boyfriend. And it seems like a local nightclub may never again start the party. Also, schools out for summer will have some great activities and programs the whole family can get into. These stories and more coming up on NewsBreak starting now.
From WHIG-TV, this is NewsBreak 31. Now, here's Marie Torres.
Hello and thank you for tuning in to WHIG-TV NewsBreak, your voice in the community. I'm Marie Torres. Already a week later, a 13-year-old Tarboro girl is still missing as police say she left school with her 20-year-old boyfriend. Last Thursday, police say 20-year-old Leonardo Velasquez Frias, an agricultural worker, checked out of Martin Middle School 13-year-old Nancy Ramirez using her brother's ID. Frias lived with the teen and her family for about 8 months, and authorities believe the two planned their getaway. Tarboro police do not believe the teen is in any danger. Ramirez is a Hispanic girl who stands 5 feet 1 inch tall and weighs about 110 pounds. She has black hair and brown eyes. She also has pierced ears and scars on her left eyebrow and nose. The two are believed to be traveling in a gold 1997 Mercury Mystique with North Carolina tag ZZK9757. Anyone with information of their whereabouts is asked to call Tarboro Police at 252-641-4247. 3 people managed to escape with their lives this week after a fire consumed their home. Around 11 Tuesday morning, the 3 adult residents stood by as firefighters battled the blaze at their rental home on 1114 South Franklin Street. One asthmatic woman was treated for minor smoke inhalation. The fire killed her dog. We spoke to a neighbor Wednesday who said he was glad to see the 3 were out safe. It's likely the fire came from the electrical system in a window air conditioning unit. At this point, some suggest the house is a total loss. In our crime report, a man on the run is finally behind bars. Monday, Nash County deputies arrested 34-year-old Toby Roser while on the bridge over Interstate 95 at mile marker 145 in Gold Rock. After a short standoff, deputies say they managed to detain him after he threatened to jump off the bridge. Roser, who has a history of fleeing authorities, had most recently gotten away in a vehicle chase on May 23rd. On Monday, he was finally served with outstanding warrants from the May chase and 2 failure to appear charges from Vance County. He is currently being held at the Nash County Jail under a $5,400 bond. It seems like a local nightclub may never again start the party. Club Rain on Falls Road in Rocky Mount not only doesn't have alcohol permits, but it faces scrutiny from Rocky Mount Chief of Police John Manley. Under a new rule with the city of Rocky Mount, all clubs and club owners are at the chief's discretion on whether they can operate their business in the city. The rule states that the chief can deny the operation license of these businesses if they have several violent occurrences on their premises. Saturday, 33-year-old Jaquan Pittman was killed after being stabbed at Club Rain. ALE officials also told the Alcoholic Beverage Control Commission that the club's employees began cleaning up to conceal evidence before law enforcement arrived. Currently, clubs throughout the city are submitting operating applications to Manley for him to either approve or deny. According to the Rocky Mount Telegram, the chief made a promise to Club Rain's owner, Damian Mouton, that he would never get a permit issued by him. Police need your help in identifying a man who allegedly broke into a downtown business. The man pictured here from video surveillance is a suspect in the Monday night break-in of Central Cafe on South Church Street. The restaurant is about a half a block away from the Rocky Mount Police Station. Police say the suspect appears to be wearing a white hairnet over a light-colored baseball hat and white clothing. He also appears to have braided hair. If you can identify the suspect, you're asked to call Twin County Crime Stoppers at 252-977-1111. And police bust an alleged drug dealer in Rocky Mount. Monday evening, police arrested 23-year-old Eric Alexander Glenn at a home on Hurt Drive. According to police, officers were patrolling the area on bicycle after they received complaints of drug activity in that area. Glenn, who initially fled when he saw officers, was later apprehended without incident. Officers seized 18.2 grams of cocaine. He now faces possession of cocaine charges with the intent to sell and deliver, as well as resist, obstruct, and delay. When we return on today's news break, we have the latest in state education, the future of schools for our area, and summer fun. We'll be right back.
Home Trends in Rocky Mount is moving to an all-new location. Now, all inventory must be sold in a giant $1 million moving liquidation. It's all being sacrificed regardless of cost or loss because selling furniture is better than moving furniture. Don't miss the giant $1 million moving liquidation at Home Trends.
It's back for a limited time. Every Buick in GMC is now being offered at GM employee price to the general public. Plus, you can now get 0% financing for up to 72 months too. Where? Only at Davenport Buick GMC in Rocky Mount. But that's not all. At Davenport, you'll also get something that GM employees don't even get. A lifetime warranty. GM employee price, 0% financing, and a lifetime warranty. See if anybody beats that deal. But hurry, this offer is for a limited time, and it's only available at Davenport Buick GMC in Rocky Mount.
Home Trends in Rocky Mount is moving to an all-new location. Now, all inventory must be sold in a giant $1 million moving liquidation. It's all being sacrificed regardless of cost or loss because selling furniture is better than moving furniture. Don't miss the giant $1 million moving liquidation at Home Trends.
The Country Inn & Suites is your home away from home with a staff that always treats you as family. If you or your church or company has visitors, give them a great Rocky Mount welcome with a special discount on their overnight or extended stay. Not only is the Country Inn & Suites a comfortable place, we'll spoil them with fresh cookies and complimentary breakfast. We are filled with luxuries like an indoor pool, fitness center, and a guest laundry. The Business Center includes a boardroom, connection to high-speed internet, and catering for meetings is always available. Call me, Donna Chavis, at 252-442-0500 for a tour and or to set up your corporate rate. You're always welcome as family in the Country Inn & Suites, Rocky Mount.
Welcome back to WHIG TV News Break. I'm Marie Torres. It looks like public school education has stepped it up in the state. Tuesday, Education Week magazine released a report stating North Carolina's high school graduation rate is higher than the national average and showed the second greatest percentage improvement of any state from 1998 to 2008. North Carolina Governor Beverly Perdue says the news should throw cold water on Republicans who have said the state's education system is broken. Perdue says the GOP-led legislature's budget currently on her desk cuts education too deep. Education Week's report shows North Carolina's graduation rate at almost 73% in 2008. School is out for summer. That's for all students in Nash Rocky Mount schools. With that, there are several events going on to keep your kids busy, one of which are a slew of summer camps through Rocky Mount's Parks and Recreations. You can learn about those by visiting online at www.rockymountnc.gov/parks. And to keep the whole family entertained this summer, you can enjoy the city's Lawn Chair Theater, Rocky Mount's free summer movie series. The series begins with the movie Shark Tale this Friday, June 10th on the lawn of the Imperial Center beginning at 7 p.m. This event is free to the public and food vendors will be in attendance. Also, if you're looking for some great activities to get into this summer, don't miss what's going down at our local library. Here are Linda Bunch and Gloria Sutton, along with a very special host to tell us more.
On WHIG-TV to tell you about what's going on at Braswell Memorial Library. I have Linda Bunch with me, and we're going to tell you a little bit about our summer reading program, which we have every year at Braswell Memorial Library. So Linda, when does the summer reading program actually begin?
The program actually begins on Friday, June 17th from 10 until 2 o'clock in the afternoon. The library is closed for the event. It's on the back lawn of the library.
And it's a big kickoff party. It's our summer reading kickoff party, and we are going to have refreshments and all sorts of fun games and special guests.
Rocky may even be here.
Right,
and McGruff, the crime dog, and we've got the Chick-fil-A cow coming and other special guests.
And we're going to have, for the first time, a wonderful Clydesdale that you can all meet named Max. He's going to be here too.
That's right, and I do want to add that we want to thank those in the community, restaurants and different providers that have contributed to our summer reading kickoff. Could not do it without the city departments and everyone that has helped make it a community event. And it's all for literacy and reading, so we want everyone to come.
All ages can come and sign up for the summer reading program on that day. We have categories for children who don't even read, who have to be read too, for those who read on their own, for teens, and for adults. We've got a lot of stuff that's going to be going on that day on June 17th from 10 to 2 here at the library. And we also are going to have some special programs that you might hear about later.
Well, we have for all ages, too.
That's true. And we also have materials here at the library that you can come and pick up at any time that'll tell you all about what we're doing this summer.
And we do want to stress the point to parents and caregivers in the community that it has been proven that children that use their skills during the summer start out in the fall in school better than those that do not. It's just like riding a bicycle or any other task,
all that stuff.
Or playing sports. The more you practice, the better you get.
That's right.
So we want everybody to come and read, and parents can set the example because they can win prizes for reading too.
That's right. And if you sign up for the summer reading program, there'll be a set number of books that you need to read, and then you receive prizes. But come to the kickoff party on June 17th from 10 to 2. You can sign up there. You'll get your bag that has the One World, Many Stories logo on it, which is our theme this year. And then you'll be able to begin reading and recording your books and get your prizes.
That's right. And Mayor Combs has also declared June Reading Month in the area of Rocky Mount. So we appreciate him doing that. Everybody come and join us.
And do you know who's going to be in the summer reading program this year? Our very own Rocky, the reading rabbit. And here he is, look! Yay, he even has a big world. Because it's One World, Many Stories, isn't it, Rocky?
And the library is the world.
Your shirt on, too.
Yeah. Yay, Rocky.
Well, I think it's about time we signed Rocky up for summer reading.
I think so, too.
And we hope that we'll see you all here on June 17th from 10 to 2. And I hope you all have a great day. And remember to watch WHIG-TV.
We love Rocky, too. So you won't miss out. We'll be bringing you the latest activities and programs going on at Braswell Memorial Library all summer long. And while many are revving up for the summer, some are looking at the school years ahead. Tuesday, we caught up with Nash Rocky Mount School's Special Assistant for Auxiliary Services, Mark Strickland, as he took school board members on a tour of the ever-progressing new Rocky Mount High School.
Time we were out here, things have changed quite a bit, as you can see behind me. The contractor has gotten the building dried in, the roofing is on, most of the windows are in, and by drying the building in, it allows us the opportunity to start to work on some of the interior finishes. interior duct work, plumbing, stuff like that. So again, things are moving along pretty rapidly on the inside of the building. Don't want the public to get misled, because if you look at the building, it looks rather finished on the outside for the most part. Trust me, there's a lot of work going on inside. As far as the site work, we just looked at something really interesting, the seeding or sodding that's taking place on some of the ball fields. A local contractor is using what we consider a new piece of equipment that we haven't seen before in putting the sprigging down and the grass down, and that was kind of interesting to get to see that. The athletic component of the project is really moving forward. The football stadium has the bleachers up and the press box up, and so again, things are moving along pretty quickly.
All right, and for people who haven't been keeping up to date with all the progress here, tell us about the technology side. Why is the school, or how is the school different from what we have already in the community?
Well, it's not only different from what we have in the community, it's going to be different from most other school projects throughout the state. One of the big things about this project as we pursue LEED Gold is that we have a geothermal system out here for heating and cooling the building. Essentially, out here we have under the parking lot for the students, we've got a lot of wells that have been dug out there. We'll use the surface of the earth to help us heat and cool the building, and we hope that that will provide us a lot in terms of energy savings. Also, inside the building with the technology package, it should be absolutely wonderful. Active boards in the rooms, we'll have Wi-Fi throughout the building, computer labs everywhere. It will be state-of-the-art for Nash Rocky Mount schools.
The new high school is slated to be complete for the 2012-2013 school year, and as always, we'll be keeping you up to date on its progress. After the break, it's sports and weather. Don't go anywhere.
It's back for a limited time. Every Buick in GMC is now being offered at GM employee price to the general public. Plus, you can now get 0% financing for up to 72 months too. Where? Only at Davenport Buick GMC in Rocky Mount. But that's not all. At Davenport, you'll also get something that GM employees don't even get. A lifetime warranty. GM employee price, 0% financing, and a lifetime warranty. See if anybody beats that deal. But hurry, this offer is for a limited time, and it's only available at Davenport Buick GMC in Rocky Mount.
When it's happening to you, you'll hear from us. WHIG TV NewsBreak is reporting on the news, issues, and stories that matter to you. Call us at 252-885-1814. Email us at marie.whigtv@gmail.com or check us streaming live at whigtv.com. We're your voice, ready to bring you the news.
The Country Inn & Suites is your home away from home with a staff that always treats you as family. If you or your church or company has visitors, give them a great Rocky Mount welcome with a special discount on their overnight or extended stay. Not only is the Country Inn & Suites a comfortable place, we'll spoil them with fresh cookies and complimentary breakfast. We are filled with luxuries like an indoor pool, fitness center, and a guest laundry. The Business Center includes a boardroom, connection to high-speed internet, and catering for meetings is always available. Call me, Donna Chavis, at 252-442-0500 for a tour and or to set up your corporate rate. You're always welcome as family in the Country Inn & Suites, Rocky Mount.
It's now time to look at the forecast with Fred Holdsworth.
Hello everyone, time to take a look at a rather hot situation in Rocky Mount today. We're going to be near that 100-degree mark, and we will be cooling off just a little bit, if you want to call the low 90s cooling off over the weekend. And we may even have a shot at some showers and thunderstorms on Friday, and then again on Saturday as a cold front drops down from the north. Let's take a look at our forecast map and we'll see what's going on. First of all, a large area of severe weather potential right through here, from Kansas all the way up into Iowa and then across to the state of New York, right in here. And we have seen severe thunderstorm watches come and go during the day today, and that will continue on through the rest of the day. High pressure over North Carolina and Tennessee right in here. This is going to just keep a hot situation over us because the air will not be able to rise. High pressure suppresses the air, keeps it from rising, and that limits the number of showers and thunderstorms. However, we can see one or two isolated ones pop up from time to time, but that is very rare in the situation that we're in right now. Taking a look at the possibility of showers and thunderstorms, we do see that the state of Florida, the central and southern Florida, could see some today, and also from Alabama on up through western North Carolina, western South Carolina, Georgia, on up through into New England and all the way up into the Canadian Maritime provinces up here. They could see a good chance of rain with some thunderstorms. That area also extends westward all the way out to Idaho, and believe it or not, there is a chance of snow in central Idaho and in western Wyoming. This area right in here. Now this is of course the higher elevations. Down in the lower elevations they will see just rain. Also, we have high pressure over the Pacific Northwest, and this is keeping the showers and thunderstorms pushed up into British Columbia. So they will have a sunny day out there today, and they really need it. California has received quite a bit of rain over the past month or so. Some cities got as much rain in a day as they usually get in a month, and that's out in California. So we'll keep an eye on that. Flash flooding also possible in the state of Iowa today. Well, let's look at our forecast and see what we can expect for today. Sunny and hot with a high of 99. The winds will be out of the southwest at 7 miles per hour. Partly cloudy tonight with a low of 70, south wind at 6. Friday, slight chance of showers and thunderstorms, mainly during the afternoon with a high of 95. Winds will be west and go to the south at 6 miles per hour. Friday night, slight chance of showers and thunderstorms with a low of 65. Winds will be light. Saturday, slight chance of afternoon showers and thunderstorms with a high of 93, south wind at 6. Saturday night, that chance of showers and thunderstorms continues with a low of 66 and a chance of mainly afternoon showers and thunderstorms again on Sunday with a high of 94. Sunday night, chance of showers and thunderstorms with a low of 67. And then for Monday, sunny with a high of 90, partly cloudy Monday night with a low of 63. Our high temperature yesterday in Rocky Mount, 97. Our low this morning was 72. And that's a look at your Rocky Mount weather. Now back to you.
Thank you, Fred. And now here with me to talk sports is Edward Green. What's going on in sports, Edward?
Well, Marie, we got a lot of baseball to get to. We're going to get to some college in a minute, but first we're going to get to a little more localized baseball.
Okay.
Well, even though the season may be over for our high school teams in the area, baseball is still being played with players from the Twin County areas joining together to play American Legion baseball for Post 58 here in Rocky Mount. I met with head coach Hank Jones this Wednesday and assistant Britt Johnson before their game against North Raleigh for this talk. Coach Hank Jones, and Coach Jones, this is your second year with this team. Any differences between this year and the last year?
Oh, yeah. Last year's team was a lot more vocal than this one. I mean, we may go all game now and not even hear a peep out of these guys. It's a totally different team, totally different.
After having the kind of success you did last year, are there any similarities play-wise or that you've tried to instill in this pretty new team?
I would not say this team is not similar to last year's team at all. Last year's team hit for a lot of home runs. I don't see this team doing that. This team has a lot of good runners, capable of stealing a lot of bases, which last year's team was not like that at all. And we're struggling a little bit defensively compared to last year's team too. So to me, it's a totally different situation.
You've got a lot of guys on the team that have either just graduated or are rising into their senior season. But you have one guy that's a rising sophomore, Khalil Macklin. Tell us a little bit about his role in the team, being the only guy outside the 2011-2012 classes.
Khalil's in a tough spot. Ninth grade kid, but not ninth grade ability. And he's playing probably a higher caliber ball than he's ever seen. And he's struggled some, but at the same time, he's done some great things. I mean, it's Khalil's kind of been on and off, especially defensively. But he's been hitting the ball pretty well. I think Khalil's about the third guy on the team in batting average. So I would say Khalil's having a good year. I mean, he's having a great year as far as I'm concerned to be 15 years old.
So we're now out here with Britt Johnson. He's an assistant coach, and he was actually an assistant coach at Lander University. What does being able to bring that kind of university experience back to these guys mean to you?
Well, first thing I learned when I went to Landers, I didn't know as much as I thought I did. I've learned a lot about an offensive philosophy, and I feel like we've come back and we've really tried to implement it with these guys. You know, one of the main reasons I want to come back to Rocky Mount is, you know, I didn't want to just leave the town I was in and never come back. I want to come back and be able to share some of the knowledge that I have learned with these guys to help make them better baseball players and help make the Rocky Mount area a better baseball program. And, you know, the guys are really buying in and they work hard. It's a good group to be around.
Obviously, one of the tough things about coaching is you can't get out there and play. What is one of the things you miss most during these hot summer days of playing baseball?
Well, I'm not going to lie to you. I wasn't the best baseball player in the world anyway. I was more of a student of the game, but I most definitely miss it. But it's fun to be able to get out here with these guys and watch them compete day in and day out and almost live vicariously through them and still feel like you have a part of it by being a coach.
And Wednesday, Post 58 pushed its win streak to 6 in a row with a convincing 13-3 win over North Raleigh in just 7 innings. High school graduations will keep this team on the bench for the rest of this week, but it will return to action next Wednesday at 7 in Wilson. As for the College World Series, we now have all our super regional matchups. These are best 2 out of 3 series, and we will first take a look at the one starting Friday. Things get started in Gainesville, Florida, as SEC foes Mississippi State and Florida battle at 12. At 3, the Stanford Cardinal travel from the left coast to Chapel Hill to take on the overall number 3 seeded Tar Heels of North Carolina. At 7, Texas, after battling back from the losers bracket in its regional, hosts a fresh Arizona State team that swept through its regional in Tempe. And at 8, Oregon State looks to return to Omaha, where it won 2 national titles last decade, as it battles Vanderbilt in Nashville. The Saturday through Monday sites start at 1 with the number 1 overall seed Virginia Cavaliers have the Anteaters of UC Irvine come at them. A third ACC team hosts in Tallahassee as Florida State takes on Texas A&M. At 6, defending national champion South Carolina welcomes Connecticut, who stunned Clemson Monday in Clemson to advance. And finally, over in Santa Clara, 2 unlikely teams meet at 8 when Dallas Baptist visits the Cal Bears. And Marie, this Cal team has been defying the odds all year. Back in late 2010, the university was actually going to cut their program as a way to save money. The team fought hard for the program. In April, they were told they were safe, and then Monday night, they had an absolutely crazy ending against Baylor.
Game 7, winner go home. Brett comes set, looks to third, the pitch. A base hit into right field! Coming in to score is Booker! Redden slips! He's coming inside! He's safe! And California wins it 9-8! I cannot believe it! I apologize, folks!
And that was Danny Fry of KLX Berkeley, 90.7 FM. Drama at its highest, Marie.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Well, thank you so much, Edward.
Thanks, Marie.
That's all for us here today on NewsBreak. Join us next week for more news that's impacting the community. For WHIG TV, I'm Marie Torres. We'll see you next time.